Good morning, HubSpot Nation. Welcome to Wake Up with Customer Platform, your unofficial, sorry, let me be careful with that one, your unofficial HubSpot morning show, where we help you discover the platform value you already own. I'm Chris Carolan, and we're here to make sure you're not sleeping on HubSpot's true capabilities. So let's wake up to what's happening in the HubSpot ecosystem. Um, Interesting day yesterday, and I appreciate your grace. I've been away for a week or so, launching a little platform called Profoundly. So I'll also apologize because you're getting all that energy today. Uh, it's been a great launch. Had so much great feedback, and it feels really good that we're able to share that with the world. Um, but it's time to get back to business sharing updates. And it was so funny yesterday. It was one of those days where just like so many things I've been waiting for, just getting like checked off, like some HubSpot integrations. We're set up in our portal and we've got data flowing the way we need it. We've got content ideas, just flowing as a team. And I'm talking with Brian, and he's like, "We need to do a daily updates show." Um, and I'm like, "Yeah, I've dabbled a little bit. Yeah, I've been doing this show. I think maybe like 20 or 30 shows I've done. Um, and I've been looking for, that spark to get back. Also looking for other, co-hosts. Paging Casey Hawkins. You've been doing some update posts every day, but really paging, anybody who wants to participate. I know the daily commitment is hard. I know, 6 a.m. on Central Time isn't going to work for everybody, so maybe we'll adjust the schedule there. But the goal is really to try and keep up with HubSpot. Try as we might. You see here, I've taken a week off, more than a week. I've got 80 updates that are new to me. Um, and right after the conversation with Brian yesterday, I come back to my inbox, um, and Namrata uh, from the strategic integrations team, who's been in charge of orders and the Shopify integration, had sent me an email with this nugget: import orders into HubSpot via spreadsheets. Finally, like my eyes are starting to like water. Like we talked about this at Inbound. And I'll say for anybody out there who is not in SaaS, not in e-commerce, you know that the specific thing in HubSpot, like orders, is not necessarily built for you. Make your voice heard about what you want from that thing. Um, because they will step up and get it done. And she had told me this was on the roadmap, but I did have to confirm that yes, we do want to be able to import orders just like every other object. So this is a massive update. Before I click into it though, like this again aligns with the series that I started, just going over these native objects. Like everybody knows contacts, companies, deals, even tickets. They've been in HubSpot for a while. Everybody knows those objects, right? So my mission this year is to make sure everybody knows about all the other objects, right? Because those are the objects that are going to give you a complete view of the customer. And what's interesting is there's going to be situations where, and the reason I get so sticky about this is the deal, like we can see that here, professional sales manager, like deals are for sales management, managing the sale, the activity of selling something to somebody. If there is no activity of selling, like for example, I already have an account with you and I rebuy. I go onto an e-commerce store. and I just click buy without any help. I upgrade my contract by going to my portal and just clicking upgrade or add options. Like there's no sales process there, right? And the only reason we've been creating deals is because that's the only way we can track revenue. Well, cash flow is coming. They're working hard at updating the revenue situation in HubSpot. Um, and an order object is how most other systems, in my opinion, at least outside of SaaS again, uh, that's how they keep track of what happens after close one, right? So order object, the professional record keeper of your customer transactions. And I say like I need to work on this language. I'm not a fan of the word transaction. It's really like at the heart of it, if we've got structured financial records, we've got a unified view of everything that's happening with the customer, with the organization at this point. Like it's a unified view of the relationship, right? That's what we're keeping track of. Mainly what was promised, what needs to be delivered, and has everybody paid that's responsible for paying, right? Including last week, I was with Cody Lopez and he was sharing his, new setup for a buyback program that they have where they've got to, they've got to win contracts to pay schools. Like they had to put money out, right? So all of these, nuanced relationships, um, we've relied way too much on the deal, for that, which is not designed to do that. It's designed to one the conversation, right? And then what do we do? Right? That's why line items don't work the way you want them to. That's why it's awkward to get in the way of your sales team when, your customer success team or your orders management team is trying to like figure out what's going on and they've got data that they've got to keep track of and now everybody's on the deal up. It just does not work, right? We need something after, and that something's not tickets either, because that's help desk, that's reactive. We need proactive ways to manage this, and that's what the order object does, especially when you're thinking of ERP systems. Lots of words go in front of the word order, like sales order, purchase order, all of these things, keeping track of commitments made, and is everybody meeting expectations financially, in a deliverable kind of way, and then can we look back at it like in 1 month, 6 months, 12 months, and know exactly, what financials looked like at that time, what they look like now, what they're going to look like next year based on our relationship with that customer. So I'm excited that orders get some love, and I'm going to skip over these two. There's some other ones on this list I can't wait to get to, so I might be skipping a little bit today. We'll stay on this page because that's probably all we'll have time for. But we got so many to go through. Import orders into HubSpot via spreadsheets. What is it? You can now seamlessly import orders into HubSpot via CSV or other spreadsheet files. When we talk about how like everything is an object land and there's like it can be hard to understand like okay this is an object but what does that actually mean, because there's these pockets where it's like okay yeah oh okay it's an object just like everything else, let me go import it, and in this case you could not until yesterday. So thank you so much to that team. Now, and here's why, right? With HubSpot as your source of truth for your customer data, including orders, you can run comprehensive reports and streamline your post-order operations, ultimately improving your customer experience. Why does it matter? Previously, you could only bring order data into HubSpot via integrations or APIs. And now you can directly import orders into HubSpot with CSV or other spreadsheet files, making it easier to, again, centralize your customer data and leverage it to enhance your customer experience. How does it work? To access your import settings in your HubSpot account, Click the settings icon in the top navigation bar from the left sidebar menu. Navigate to import export. Click on go to import on the imports page. Select import from files to begin importing your orders. On the imports page, click import from files. From list of objects, select orders. Next, upload a CSV file containing the list of orders you wish to import. During the import process, you will also have the option to specify whether you want to create new orders or update existing ones within HubSpot. By the way, this experience, this import experience, if you haven't seen it in a while, you need to come back. Like, you can do find and replace, you can make properties on the fly. I mean, it's magnificent. And this is such an important bridge when building integrations with complex systems for complex processes like ERPs. Like those kinds, that data connection doesn't happen way too often because we treat it like an IT project, which it is. Like, it's not like ERP implementations and projects are not like HubSpot, where you can do a little and a little and a little. It has massive impact, when it's ingrained in the organization, especially in the financials. And so it's like, okay, maybe that's 6 months down the road, maybe it's 12 months. We got to do a whole project, right? In the meantime, what we could have been doing, and this is what I was doing with the customer orders object, which was custom, and you could do imports, right? It's just get the data side ready in HubSpot, like make space for it. And then who's ever is the person emailing order confirmations, answering questions about tracking information, doing manual data entry, like they can be the ones at the end of the day, export all the orders and import into HubSpot. And if that data looks good when we're done doing that, and it's actually useful and actionable, and people trust it, and the process is working, then we're halfway to integration. And, and we didn't have to do anything technical. We just had to get the data right. Like, is the data right in HubSpot so that our team can interact with the customers effectively without having to log into multiple systems and dig in the ERP for order records, warranty information, like all these things that we know it's been a struggle. Um, and this import step, like it's like a 5-minute process max once you start to do it, once you get the data right. And now everybody that you're leaning on to do the integration and develop with the APIs knows exactly what data they need to map, right? Because that's where you work out some of the kinks. Like, if you're exporting data every day and that spreadsheet is, as you import it into HubSpot, you see you're missing data, that uncovers process gaps. Usually it's not an integration gap, it's not a technical gap, it's somebody usually not aware that, okay, we need this data now to show a customer or to automatically send it an email, like ship date. And I'm used to doing that at the end of the month because that's when the shipping report's due, or that's when the on-time percentage report is due. Now, if we want that real time available for our team and our customers via a customer portal, let's say, we've got to have it in there like the day that it ships, right? We can't wait till the end of the month anymore. That's a process change. That's people management. That's change management, right? It has nothing to do with the integrators. So this is a big deal for you know customers that want to have their post sales data like orders in HubSpot. So super thankful. The others that are getting my attention, me, I just talked about portals. Um, and Brian, if you're watching, this is an example of announcements are not a thing. This is the page we got to keep track of. because we see betas, we see public betas, private betas, and we see live, right? Live, there's no announcement going out for this. I got lucky yesterday that Namrata remembered me and chose to send me that email. Um, so we see another one, memberships email acknowledgement. What is it? With memberships, you can control who can see certain content by restricting access to specific groups. In the past, publishing private content automatically triggered emails to unregistered contacts in the selected access group. Now, if 10 or more emails are associated with the access group, you'll need to confirm before the email goes out. That is excellent. Why does it matter? Requiring confirmation ensures that registration emails are only sent when customers are ready, saving time and preventing accidental sends. How does it work? When publishing private content, customers will be prompted to check a box to allow HubSpot to send registration emails to unregistered members. Who gets it? Professional customer platform, enterprise customer platform, content pro, and content enterprise. This is great. This is the kind of visibility we need, the kind of control that we need, the kind of guardrail that we need that has been missing. It's kind of been black boxy, you know, related to memberships. So they've been doing a lot of work over the past year, uh, and I've actually got a session with Ankur coming up to talk about Content Hub and all the updates they've been making, especially like if you haven't seen it, the ability to import podcasts now. Very cool. So we're going to keep on that members note, members only content table for private content. What is it? The new members only content tab shows all the private content shared with a specific access group. That is awesome. Along with the publication status of each asset. Why does it matter? This feature provides an easy way to manage private content by offering a clear, at a glance view of all the landing pages, website pages, blogs, knowledge base articles, and customer portals available to each access group. Content inventory, anyone? That's amazing. How does it work? Go to content, memberships, and select an access group. Click the members only content tab to see which assets have been shared with that group. Note, to view which knowledge base articles an access group is associated with, you must be using the new knowledge base. Who gets it? Professional customer platform, enterprise customer platform, content pro, content enterprise. Another note, if you just have content pro and content enterprise like I do, you do not have access to the knowledge base that is a part of the uh, service hub offering. Brilliant. Easier ways to keep track of our members and memberships. I love it. Thank you so much to the content team. Content Hub team, you guys are doing great. Let's bring it back up to the top because I do have a goal of getting to this whole page at least. User-based ticket capacity limits for all open tickets. What is it? With this release, service managers can individually limit the number of open tickets that are automatically assigned to their support agents, allowing more flexibility while also reducing agent overwhelm. Agents in help desk can also see when they are at capacity and be aware of other users' capacity when reassigning a ticket. Why does it matter? Support agents can become easily overwhelmed when they have too many open tickets assigned to them, and more senior agents can take a larger load than new agents with less experience. So it's important that service managers can set ticket capacity limits on individual users relevant to the size of the workload that user can handle. All right, 5-line sentence, guys. Can we just help me out here? Really hard to maintain energy through a sentence that long. Uh, but I like the update. How does it work? Setting ticket capacity limits on users. I'm not gonna read through all this. We've got a lot here. Um, like we often do with the help desk, just know that they are continuing to work to put help desk users, support users in a place to win on behalf of your customers. Um, we've got some live chat action here when agents are all at capacity, right? Lots of flexibility. Again, huge upgrades over the past year to help desk. Um, Important notes: this feature is only available in help desk and for help desk tickets. Inbox associated tickets are ignored. This feature is only available to service seated users at Service Hub Enterprise. Users without a service seat cannot have ticket capacity limits, and their capacity status will not show in help desk. Who gets it? Let's hit this last one actually. What counts towards a user's ticket capacity? Ticket capacity is defined as any help desk ticket that is an open pipeline status where the user is the ticket owner. Tickets assigned to the user with an associated inbox conversation do not count towards ticket capacity. Still some interesting flexibility there. Um, who gets its service enterprise? This makes sense to be at enterprise level, right? Like, yeah, I mean, managing capacity across teams, across channels. If you feel the need to do that, you only have like one or two people on your team. Like, let's talk. Like, um, we probably could use a less complex process for a small number of people, but you get a lot of tickets coming in, big team. You really need abilities like this to manage all the incoming and outgoing effectively, so your team just not overwhelmed. And in those cases, like, do we have a client facing portal set up so that we can get maybe reduce the tickets coming in, make it easier for our team to manage all the customer traffic by pointing people over to their portal? I digress. Update: assign customer agent to WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger channels in private beta. What is it? Businesses can now assign the customer agent to their WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger business accounts, streamlining support and lightening the load on human agents. For more information on the existing capabilities of the customer agent, check out our knowledge base article or stay updated with the latest features on our wiki. Why does it matter? Since launching WhatsApp in 2022, we've heard from customers, especially in Latin America, about the challenge of scaling one to one communications without automation. To solve this, we've focused on building the customer agent in a flexible, extensible way. Now we're excited to enable businesses to assign the customer agent to both WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger accounts, empowering them to engage with customers more efficiently and at scale. Very cool. Who gets it? Service Pro and Service Enterprise. These are the things you got to watch out for when thinking of the different levels of HubSpot and all of the apps available on the marketplace. Um, some built by HubSpot, some not. Like, okay, we can plug in WhatsApp, but if we have starter only, then we're not going to get access to things like this. And that's the reason why we did it. So now we got to upgrade and now we're upset, right? So this is a great add and a great upgrade on the way in private beta right now. But you know me, I love to highlight all the nuance of this stuff because it is a complex, journey for teams that we're trying to support. You've got the tools to do it now, but you got to really take time to understand how it all comes together. Or if you don't want to take time, um, you you talk to the pros that do take the time and can help you understand, help you answer the right questions. Next update: use Copilot to discover insights on your reports. What is it? We're making it super easy to get insights on your reports with Copilot. This means you can quickly understand the key findings and take action without having to read every report in detail. Wouldn't that be lovely? Why does it matter? This update makes it easier for users to understand their reports. Users can now see important insights from their dashboard with Copilot without leaving the page. This saves time and helps you make better decisions faster. I want to see how this works because it's AI related. So we're going to take a stroll through this one. Here's how it works. Find the chat with Copilot button hovering over your reports on your dashboard. Okay, I didn't see that coming. On your dashboard, see insights in Copilot. Click the icon, and Copilot will show you the main takeaways from the report in the chat. See more details about these takeaways by unfolding the reporting insights. I like it. I like it. Chat more to explore. Ask Copilot follow up questions to generate more reports or find additional data in HubSpot. Probably not generate, like, please don't go crazy on generating more reports. Let's get to a place where we have the reports we need and then understand that data. Should be creating reports every day. This simple process saves you time and makes sure you have all the crucial information you need right at your fingertips. Note these insights are generated by AI. Consider checking important information. You can help improve insights by giving feedback. Who gets it? Starter customer platform gets this. Professional and enterprise too, obviously. But starter, this is available at starter level, right? Like there's so much power in the starter level. Um, but this reminds me of the hug yesterday. Kudos to Catherine Mann at the team for showing up and sharing what their vision is for the customer profile. But a lot of the feedback, and we've all experienced it, like AI tools have been very focused outside of help desk and like customer agent, right? Which has a whole knowledge base. It has a whole like different infrastructure it works with related, like as opposed to marketing and sales and the contact records and CRMs. AI right now can't see all of the objects in HubSpot. So if I'm focused on post sales management or order management or like, and I want to use AI for summaries and like, to understand like the full picture, right? It can't access everything I need it to. So if you were to start using this and have the thought that, okay, it's like AI, it's using my whole platform as the training data, like we're not there yet. And dashboards are already, can be a trap when talking to leadership teams or let's say engineering teams that understand the details way better than you do. And you show them one piece of data or one piece of insight that they disagree with and know is not factual. Like I've seen it just wreck the credibility of the entire platform, right? It's an unfortunate like truth in my opinion, but that's what happens. So this adds another layer where if you lean on it too hard, like to help tell the story and you can't help guide that storytelling, you just have to be damn sure those insights are going to matter for the people that are going to click on the button. And I think AI will get there in HubSpot very soon. But a big part of that is allowing it to access and control some of the sourcing about, you know, can it see anything after closed one? That's what we need, right? So, but heading in the right direction there. We do need that to be easier for teams to just come in. If the data's right, like let's get in, get out, let's understand the insights. How are we taking action and move on with our day? Got to get out of these like 60-minute meetings where we talk about the same thing every week and never take action. That's what we're trying to help there. So um, appreciate the work that team is doing. Association limits and large export partitioning in the CRM, exports API. That's a mouthful, but it starts with the word association. So, I love it. What is it? We're making two updates to the exports API. Number one, large exports that exceed 1 million rows of exported data will be partitioned into multiple files and delivered to the end user in a zip file. This is what going, mid-market and enterprise looks like. 1 million rows. I don't know if I've exported that many rows in my HubSpot life, like total. But I hear about those use cases more and more every day. Number two, by default, we're going to begin limiting included associations within an export to 1,000 associated records. If a user wishes to receive all associated records to any individual record in their export, they will still be able to override this setting. Both these updates to our exports API bring the API closer to feature parity with the experience offered by our in-app exports tool. Why does it matter? By implementing these two changes will greatly improve the speed and performance of the exports API. Factors like the size of your export file and the number of included associations significantly impact the time it will take to deliver your exported data. That makes sense. Now we know why we have a special option to, include associations or not. A lot of work going on behind the scenes there. Who gets it? All hubs and additions. Next update, view activity summaries on records. Public beta. I think I just saw this for the first time yesterday. They were talking about it on the Hug. What is it? You can now view activity summaries on your company and contact records. This feature provides a holistic summary of inbound and outbound activities across marketing, sales, and service. This includes activities such as emails, meetings, calls, notes, tasks, website interactions, webinars attended, form submissions, and ad interactions, aka the activity object in all its beautiful forms. A summary includes a checklist of topics discussed so far, a customer's pain points, apprehensions, business goals, and growth opportunities, products that they expressed an interest in, indications on timelines, details on the last touch point, level of marketing engagement, and next steps. This is where, yes, it will do this stuff if the data is in the system. Let's remember that. That's why I chuckled a little bit. Like, you're doing great. If all this data is in your system and it can give you a summary of that. Again, the summaries I've seen, and I want to check this one out, right? What if they've bought 10 of those products? Can we see that information? Because we need it. Those are inbound and outbound activities too. Like, talk about renew, upsell, cross sell, right? That happens after the original sale. And if we don't get that included in the summary, it's not holistic. Why does it matter? This feature allows users to quickly review their interactions with the customer or prospect and saves them a lot of time parsing through activities on a timeline. This update helps users become more efficient and enables users to ramp up fast. How does it work? Activity summaries will automatically appear at the top of the Activities tab on record pages for all object types. Remember how I started the show and I said there's like 18 native objects? And now we see this all object types, contact, company, deals, tickets. Yeah, that's why I'm sharing the list of 18 objects every week on LinkedIn. This is not all object types. No setup is required. If you want to see an in-depth summary or ask a question, clicking those buttons will open Copilot. I love it in theory. This is where we need to be going. It's a lot of what was talked about yesterday. Not a lot of trust in the AI to be able to do this right now across the admin community. So A great step in the right direction. Baby steps. Now that this is available, hopefully we can get, have that AI looking at the whole picture very, very soon. Uh, who gets it? Looks like everybody and their mother gets it. See everything listed here from customer platform through all of the hubs, including Content Hub, which is good. Sometimes they leave that out for the special CRM stuff. Um, but we are going to join this beta. All right, two more to go. Improved activity filtering. What is it? Users can now directly choose activities like calls, tasks, meetings, and more to create filters by simply selecting the activity types from the object selector. Okay, where are we? So this is for lists. Okay, a lot of places we can filter in the system. Um, why does it matter? Previously, users could not directly create activity based filters. Within the object selector, you had to select the activity object type before you could choose the type of activity you wanted to filter on. This led to issues with discoverability and overall usability of activity filters. How does it work? Previously, when you wanted to create an activity based filter, you'd select activity as your primary object and then choose the type of activity you wanted to filter on, like calls, meetings, notes, etc. Note, you will make new list activity filters directly by selecting the activity type you want to use. Old lists that have activity filters will remain ineffective. Now, okay, so that's how it's been. Now, you can directly select your activity types from the object selector and start creating your filters. You can find the activity types with a new badge in the object selector list arranged alphabetically. Note, added activity types include call, communication, conversation session, email, meeting, note, postal mail, task, and any other activity types you may have in your portal. Uh, if you're using postal mail and tracking it in HubSpot, I would love to have a chat and understand how you're doing that. Who gets it? All hubs and tiers. Um, Makes sense. I don't have a lot of personal experience here, but ooh, now I think I'm understanding. Okay, like right in this list of, basically turning the activity object into a bunch of mini objects in this list so that we don't have to go layer to access this information. Again, we go closer and closer to everything as an object land and making it easier to access those containers of information when we need it. That is job well done. AI image generation enhancement. What a way to close the show today. Let's see what that is. What is it? Meet the redesigned Breeze image generation tool, designed to make creating stunning visuals faster and easier than ever. With our most advanced model yet, you'll experience smarter tools to help you craft perfect images effortlessly. Prompt enhancements. Great AI images start with great prompts. Now you can create detailed descriptive prompts from just a few words. Use your favorite images to inspire similar ones. Oh, snap. We can import images to create other images. Find ideas from a curated gallery of user generated prompts. Results enhancements. Review and refine images results with enhancements that allow you to preview results in more detail crop and edit with ease, and quickly regenerate new options when you need a fresh take. That is lovely. Why does it matter? Since its launch last year, Breeze has helped marketers quickly create custom images for their content, all without leaving HubSpot. Inspired by feedback from creators like you, the redesign makes it even easier to save time, stay creative, and ensure your visuals fit perfectly across any channel. How does it work? You'll find all the new enhancements in the Breeze image generator tool. We've got a prompt enhancer. This is super cool because as I've been using Gamma to create sites like this one, there's a lot of tools like this that help you in the moment, like enhance the prompt, like just work with the content you already have. Like instead of just clicking regenerate, 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 which is what's been happening when I use HubSpot. I usually get to where I want in HubSpot, which has been great. Um, but this is going to take it that much farther. And I think these are the updates that, like, while it's going to take more, more performance, more power to be able to do this, it's going to replace all those moments where it's like, oh, it's not exactly how I want it. So I'm just going to click generate again, see if we can get lucky. Let's play this image generation lottery. Oh, there we go. On the fourth try. We'll go ahead and save that one and put it on the page and pray that nobody picks out anything small on it because I can't necessarily fix that easily because I used AI to generate it in the first place. Now we've got a lot more flexibility. Do more with your image results, tips and tricks, get helpful recommendations from Breeze to make the most of your creative process after generating your images. Full screen view. Yes. Oh man, just being able to see images bigger, like instead of downloading and then reopening them. And then, oh man, this is going to be a much better user experience. Crop and edit, fine tune your visuals with built in cropping tools or the Adobe Express integration for more advanced edits. Simply click crop or click edit with Adobe Express beneath the image you'd like to refine. Who gets it? Again, starter customer platform. This is available at starter level. Professional customer platform, enterprise customer platform, content starter, content pro, content enterprise. Join that beta. This is awesome. And that's our show for today. We made it through one page. Again, thank you for joining. Uh, Remember, you probably already own the solution you're looking for in HubSpot. You just need to wake up to it. Join us tomorrow morning as we explore another core HubSpot object and continue discovering platform value hiding in plain sight. If this was helpful, share it with another HubSpot user who needs this wake up call. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments and let me know what platform capabilities you want to wake up to next. I'm Chris Carolan, and this has been Wake Up with Customer Platform. Now go build something amazing. Have a great day, everybody.